game, how this is a big stretch coming up. Do you try and keep it all in perspective for you guys, though, because you've said how long the season is? This isn't a make it or break stretch of 6 games.
You heard me say it before. It was a big stretch when we played our first game. That was a big stretch. That's when it started. It's all one big stretch. And every week I'll tell you it's going to be a big stretch. It's the truth. We come back next week, we have the Arizonas. That's not going to be light. You know, so it's just a way that we have to prepare, and that we have to worry about ourselves and being the best we can be, because the season is a stretch.
Coach Carroll always talks about each game's a championship game. Is that the same mentality for you?
Very similar. Very similar. Regardless of how high the perceived level of the team, perceived in a high level or low level, that's a huge game, that next one, especially in this league.
UCLA changed it all since last time you saw them?
A whole lot. They kind of do what they do. They tweak here and there, but not a whole lot.
Just the things that come to mind from that last game. I mean, when you sort of went back and looked at that film, just what jumped out to you?
Early on, if we weren't guarding, if we would have guarded them like we did the first 5 minutes against Utah in the second half, they would have went up probably 20 points in the first half. But we were doing a decent job of defending, so they weren't able to get away from us. And then, obviously, the other things, our resiliency that game, and just the heart that we had down the stretch.
When you switch and then get a big on your small, what's the key to? Do you need more on-ball pressure to prevent that from going in? Because Utah was able to take advantage of it a couple times.
I hate to. Did you ask me a question?
The question, yeah. What's the key?
No, I know it, but you asked me this question, so I got to answer it.
Okay.
You said they were able to take advantage a couple of times. You're exactly right. 2 times. When we had a guard on the big, when a guard was on Pirtle or the rest of their bigs, if you go back, I challenge you to go back and look at the film and see how many times a guard got scored on. You will find it wasn't very many. As a matter of fact, in overtime, when they threw over the top, we weren't in position on the backside, and Malik Dime was guarding him. And Malik did a good job in front of him. It wasn't a guard on him. When we front the post, regardless how small the guy is, and it helps to have a bigger guy, and we play behind, and then the third component is ball pressure. But if you play behind, we have found it's not as easy as it may look. Now you're constantly saying they got a little one on them, they're trying to, and sometimes the team will just abandon whatever they're doing and maybe get out of rhythm to try to take advantage of that perceived mismatch. But every now and then it'll hurt us on the boards because we're fronting the post and the ball goes up and there's a big guy on him, there's not a whole lot we can do. But we take the trade-off. Hopefully it gets teams out of running their offense.
Why is it only a perceived mismatch? Because of the way you can cover you guys?
Yeah, you have, for instance, early in the game, they had a clear open path. Pirtle had one, and Marquise Chris was in position to come over and block the shot. There were a couple of other times, and that's what goes unnoticed, I think. They get the one where it's like, where's the defense? It's a wide open layup, but they missed the 5 that we stole. The 5 that we got deflected. I think David Crisp got one. I think DeJounte Murray got a couple of them from the backside where that help is. And we drill it, try to make sure guys are in the right position. Now, every now and then, someone's not in the right position. We'll miss a coverage, and that's what makes it look like they've been doing this all game. But that's why I say I challenge you to go back and look at the film and see how many times that happened.
Why does a defense like that work with this team? Why is the idea of fronting the post and how do you help the weak side work?
We're versatile enough, quick enough, long enough to cover enough ground. We've always fronted the post until the last couple of years. Early on, when we were smaller, we were successful. We fronted the post, and sometimes it would get the best of us, but this year we have a little more size. So that length and quickness allows us to to be in the paint, but yet Utah did a great job of throwing skip passes. And I thought our guys covered out, did a good job of getting out to the shooters at the same time.